Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurion's Review. Just want to let you know there's 15 hours left of my Battleships video game Kickstarter. It's gotten really good playtester feedback, so if you want to get it at a steep discount, now is the time. This is Brawling Battleships, the action card game from Lost Battalion Games. It comes in a video cassette box. In August 1914, following a massive arms race on land and sea, the great powers went to war, the Great War as it was known, and World War I as it is remembered now. Huge fleets of the new dreadnought battleships and battle cruisers faced off in the North Sea and the Mediterranean, with the fate of nations resting in the balance. Can the war be won or lost in an afternoon of chaotic sea combat? Alright, let's open this up here. So you got a little rule sheet here, and then you have a bunch of cards. These blue cards here are the dreadnought cards, and there's little, I guess you would call them little jewels here you can place on here to show how much damage you've taken and so forth, and include some dice too. Then there's two types of cards. There's single-use cards, which would be like this one here, and then you have double-use cards. Those generally say open fire. With these, you can either fire or do what the other option the card has, in this case, which is mines. This card may be used to separately attack all dreadnought cards in one enemy squadron that have one or more critical or flotation hits. Roll once for each ship. On a red 3 and a white 6, the ship is sunk. Here's a bunch more of the open fire cards. This one's gives you reinforcements. They're very glossy and stuff. They're actually made out of good material. Here's a repair card. There's a dud card. You play during enemy turn to cancel any firing card played against your squadron. Alright, let's go through some of the single-use cards. Secret Agent. When this card is played, 2 cards may be randomly removed from an enemy player's hand and added to the player's hand. The player may then play a card normally. Here's one, Great Leader. Placed with a friendly squadron. All dreadnought gunnery from that squadron scores 1 extra flotation hit per attack. If a squadron ship is sunk, this card is discarded if a red 5 and a 1+ is rolled. One thing, I wonder why they use the red 5, or the red number and the white number, because I mean this is essentially a 6. So why not just say roll 2d6 and on 6+, you have to discard this? So I'm a little confused why they did it with the red and the white. Alright, and here's some other cards here. More dreadnoughts and cards. Looks like the expansion was included because it's got this here. This expansion deck is intended to augment the cards already found, so you replace some of the cards that are in the deck with these new expansion cards if you want to use the expansion. Let's go over the rules now. So when you play this, you can have like a 2-player, 3-player, 4-player game, whatever, where each player can attack all the other players, or you can do a team game. And in a team game, obviously, you have to have an even number of players, like 2, 4, or 6, and one team will fight the other team. Here, it's going over the dreadnought card. It shows the flotation hits, fire for critical hits, bridge control hit system, so on and so forth, and there's your firing boxes. Here it's going over the dual use card. Your firing box is up here, and then you do whatever the card says. You do one or the other. And there's typically 3 sorties in the game. All right, and here's a diagram of how you set up your cards here. Looks like you got the dreadnought deck and the playing deck both inverted, and then the discard pile up here, and then each player lays out his dreadnoughts and holds his other cards in his hands. Here it's going over the dual use and single use cards. And there's even mutiny cards here. Here's your internal explosion rules. And it's basically just going over a bunch of the different cards, like a pursuit airplane, repair cards, and so on and so forth, so you know how to use them. And then as far as winning the game, unless one team is annihilated during a sortie, providing an automatic victory in a two-team game or a two-player game, the player side with the most victory points at the end of 3 sorties wins the game. If there's a tie after 3 sorties, you play another sortie, or as many sorties as it takes to break the tie, or someone wins, finally wins an automatic victory. Alright, this was a quick video. It's a very small game. Hopefully Len and I will get a chance to try it one of these days, and we'll let you know how we liked it. Have a good evening.